Hi guys, so today I wanted to do a tutorial for you on this fun little look. Just a purpley pink, kind of sparkly, kind of smoky eye. Not really smoky, but you know, kind of colourful. And I created it using Sugar Pill eyeshadows. These are the Heartbreaker collection. This is 2 AM. And I also used Dollipop from their main collection and Poison Plum. And I just wanted to show a way to make bright coloured eyeshadows more wearable when you mix them with neutral shadows, and you could also do something a bit playful with sparkles. And this is the Moon Dust by Urban Decay in Space Cowboy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is put on my face primer so that when I come to do my foundation it's already sunk in. I'm just buffing this in with the Eco Tool bronzer brush. Been really enjoying this for applying foundation and general base products. It's just kind of really good for buffing. Nice thick and dense. Next I'm gonna do my primer. Okay, first I'm just gonna take this big fluffy dome brush and I'm gonna take MAC's Brule eyeshadow. This is a yellow based cream, and I'm just gonna put this all over the brow bone and down to the crease, and this will just give us a base to blend other colours into. The brush I'm using is the Revlon crease brush, contour shadow brush even. They don't look like this anymore, they now look like this. Exact same brush, just a really short handle. I think they're quite cheap. I think they're like £4 or £5 a brush, and you can usually get them on a good deal in Superdrug. So yeah. Next I'm going to take the tapered blending brush E40 from Sigma. It's kind of like the Revlon one, but instead of being tapered it's all splayed. Which makes you wonder why they call it tapered, because it's all splayed, and you know, this is more tapered. Who am I to question? Next I'm going to take Cork from MAC. This is a nice light warm brown, and this is going to go in the transition area. Most of the colour deposited on the outer edge, and sort of starting buffing it in. You don't want to bring this too far into the lid, just in the crease and above, and it sort of creates a more defined crease. You don't want it to be a cut crease or anything, just a good bit of definition. And likewise, you don't want to bring this down into the outer view area because we're going to be putting another colour there later on, and you don't want it to get muddy or anything. Next, with the same brush, we're going to take Corduroy from MAC, and this is just a darker warm brown. It's like a chocolatey brown, and mostly focus this on the outer edge to buff it in. The easiest way to do this is to just get the product on the edge of the brush rather than on the whole brush. This way you can control how much product you're picking up. And just blend it all together. And then just go back in with the Brule on the original brush and just sort of buff that line out a bit so it's not so harsh. Just take your time and blend until you're happy with it. It doesn't have to be super perfect or anything like that, it's just however you like it. Next I'm going to take the blending E25 brush. If it'll focus. Have you focused? I can't tell, but it looks like this. And with this we are going to take Sugar Pills 2 AM from their Heartbreaker. I just totally ducked my fingernail to that. That is awful. Oopsies. So yeah, we're going to take 2 AM on the E25. Just get some of that on the brush and then tappity tap 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 to get myself a little mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing this part. I'm just going to start on the outer edge of the lid. And just sort of buff this along in the outer V. And again on the other side. Just lightly buff down along the outer V and slightly in the outer corner of the lid. And just keep going until you're happy with the pigmentation. And, you know, bring it through the crease a little as well. Okay. Ordinarily for this next step I'd use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, but I can't for the life of me find it, so I'm just going to be using a white eyeliner. This is from NYX as well, so I'm assuming it's roughly the same formula, but any white eyeliner will do. Just kind of blend this along the front portion of the lid and into the inner corner of the eye and underneath here as well. So now I'm just going to take a small shader brush. This is just one from eBay. And I'm going to take MAC's Naked Lunch, which is this peachy pink one in the middle there. And I'm going to take this across the center of the lid. And the white base just kind of helps it pop a little more. So, to blend the Naked Lunch in with the 2 AM colour, we're going to take a Dollipop from Sugar Pill on the same brush we applied 2 AM with. the E25. And again, tap excess off because we don't want too much of this. And just sort of light circles. Just sort of push the shadow on and light circles the blend. And go back with the brush that had Naked Lunch on it and just blend. The key to blending is overlapping. If you think the E25 is too big a brush for this kind of thing, then feel free to get another small shadow brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit more of the 2 AM colour because I feel like it's disappeared slightly. And just brush more of this into the crease. Sorry, I'm like sitting way too far away from the camera. And now we're going to take Poison Plum, which is this gorgeous vibrant purple, which is looking rather blue on the camera. And I'm going to take this duo-ended Revlon brush and I'm going to take the smudger part in the end and work some of the Poison Plum into the brush. Tap off excess. And we're just literally going to draw a V. Place the colour and then just with the brush just sort of start smudging it. Just so it's not so harsh. You can bring it a little further to the crease if you want to blend it out a little bit more. The brush you did the Dollipop and the 2 AM with. Just blend. Never be scared to add more colour if you feel like you're losing it. Again on the other side. And then we're going to take some of this Poison Plum underneath the eye as well. So I'm just going to clean up these outer edges with some makeup remover on a cotton pad. This is why I always do my eye makeup before foundation, because I can make one hell of a mess sometimes. Or if you really wanted to, you could probably do that tape method, which really freaks me out. Because sellotape ain't meant to go on your face. Blend a little. Reclaim some colour that I've wiped away. And the brush that you did all the browns with, just go over at the top of the pinks and the purples, just to give it a good blend. And go back in with a little bit of Brule. Actually, no, not going to take Brule. Going back with the brush we took Brule, I'm going to take Vanilla just to actually highlight the brow. Because there's so much going on the eye. And the last shadow I'm going to put on is going to be done wet. And I'm just going to take the other side of the brush that I used for Naked Lunch, and I'm going to take the Moondust shadow from Urban Decay in Space Cowboy. I'm just going to get some of this onto the brush. And I'm going to take my Avène Thermal Water and just spritz a little of that on. And this is going to go across the inner part of the lid, in the tear duct, and just underneath the eye here, slightly into the Poison Plum. You can blend it out a little if you want to, you don't have to. You could just use normal water or Fix Plus or Evian water or whatever you fancy to do this, or you could use like a mixing medium or eye drops, or, you know. And that's the last shadow that I'm going to use, and I'm going to do my face first before I do liner and mascara. Okay, so I'd already applied my primer on my face, and I'm going to mix two foundations together. I'm going to take half a pump of the Max Factor Facefinity, and I'm going to take half a pump of the Maybelline Super Stay, because one is more pink based, the other is more yellow based, and the other they just kind of balance out beautifully. And again, I'm just buffing this in with the Eco Bronzing Domed Brush, which by the way is also amazing for bronzer, surprisingly. Using the Collection 2000 concealer in a few spots. I like to blend it around my mouth because I have a lot of old acne pigmentation there. And under my eyes I'm using the L'Oreal Touche Magique, as always. It's like my favourite under eye concealer. Bring this down into a triangle. And just blend it carefully around the bottom of the eyeshadow, because you don't want to take too much of that away, and you also don't want to drag any of it down. give that a quick blend with the brush. For the eyebrows, I'm going to take the angled end of that Revlon double-ended brush, and I'm going to take Espresso from MAC, which is this coolish toned brown. Still pulls a little warm, but it's better to use a cool brown that pulls warm than the warm brown that's going to look orange. I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows. For blush, I'm going to use Sensuous Rose from Estee Lauder. I'm not going to use any bronzer today. I don't feel like I need it. So buffing this in with a dual fiber brush. This is the F15 from Sigma. For lips, I'm going to use MAC's Plink lipstick. And top that off with some Miami gloss from e.l.f. Love these mini glosses. They tingle so naturally. Okay, and I'm just going to do my liquid liner and my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so to finish off, I used my number 7 black liquid liner and the NYX liner in the waterline. I used the Lancome Definisil Sills Booster thing, lash primer, and the Max Factor Clump Defy mascara. So this is the finished look. All purpley and pink and sparkly dews. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you'd like to see more tutorials in general or tutorials using brighter colours, then feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.